Hello once again, friends. We are the Fire Punch Podcast, and today we're going to be talking about a number of multitudinal topics. Some of them
Uh,
containing gaming, other things just technology in general.
once again,
Say,
we haven't even started the first one yet.
oh yeah,
This is the first one. Once again, we haven't even done one yet, and you're saying this once again. Welcome once again.
it's a force of habit. Okay,
You better
Anyway,
break that habit, boy.
it's going to be a hard habit to break. 300 episodes deep.
well, in this we're gonna have myself, CS3 Games, and we have Jawbreakers 13,
That's me.
Sammy Cakes,
Hello.
and Marksman. One person
Hi.
isn't here because she had to go away for Easter break. It's Verta Coco. Her link will also be in the description or in the video somewhere. I have yet to make the video thumbnail as we were recording this, so.
You know
Yeah.
what? That's fine. We accept you for who you are.
Yep. So
And that would be a procrastinating slob.
Wow.
just
Shots
FYI,
fired.
everyone's channel links are going to be in the description and in the video annotation. So if you guys want to check out their channels, go ahead. Yeah, if you don't,
Mine will
then-
be at the first link in the description, by the way.
if you don't want to check out
Drawbridge
their
13
channels,
first
I
link.
understand because Mark just hates everybody.
What? Don't put words in my mouth.
The hater.
See, Sammy agrees.
No. Don't,
Yep.
don't.
I'm sure Verta Coco was here. She would agree.
Stick
to
on
it.
Mark.
This is enabling. You're being an enabler.
You're enabling being a douchebag.
Whoa, the truth comes out.
All right, so Mark, you wrote down the topics and while we talked about it beforehand. What's the
Surreal
first one
Status Quo.
that we want to talk about here? Just choose anyone from the list, and that necessarily be the first one. We can talk about anything.
I got.
But first, let me go ahead and mention what this is all about. This is just a few gamers that I got together. We're just gonna talk about gaming stuff in general. We're not really talking about a bunch of specific things. Just talking about random things, mainly gaming. Maybe some real world stuff, anything. Just a regular podcast, having fun, and yeah, that's pretty much
Yeah,
it.
now that you told me I can pick anything, now my options are wildly increased, and that's scary. So I'm just gonna pick the first one.
No, don't pick
Uh,
the first one. Don't be cliche.
Okay, fine. I'll pick the second one. Jeez.
Okay, that works.
All right. The first one on the list is Destiny, coming to PS4, Xbox One, and PC, I believe. Or is it on PC?
It's coming out for
Uh,
PS3 too.
Yeah, it's
And
coming out for
PS3.
it's coming out for Xbox 360 as well.
Don't forget the cheap people like me that keep with the PlayStation 3.
So, out of all of us here so far, who actually has pre-ordered Destiny, if anyone's getting it, or if anyone's
I
getting it?
have gotten into the beta,
I'm not
but
getting it.
I haven't
You're not getting
pre-ordered
it?
It
So
looks
why
like a lot of
not?
fun.
See me? Why not?
I just don't like the sound of it, really. I'm not fussed about it.
Interesting.
I
But-
bet Destiny doesn't like you either.
So,
Sounds like a stripper's
Yeah, I
name.
don't want it to like me.
And it does
Well,
sound like strippers.
the
man.
basis around the basics
Exactly.
around Destiny is that what is it? Activision and
like-
the developers of Halo are making the game.
Yeah, it looks like Halo plus Borderlands, essentially.
It looks like Halo plus Call of Duty
And
plus Borderlands. It's
it looks kind of interesting.
it's gonna be a co-op campaign and then online multiplayer, I believe, or is it just co-op campaign multiplayer stuff like that?
Yeah, I think it's co-op campaign and then like a component of multiplayer, but I think it's more of the cooperative nature focus thingy. That sounds
It's
sounds like a
I think it's like a Grand Theft Auto Online style where it's one huge lobby with billions of people in it.
don't think that's how it works.
I think that's how the online play was gonna work.
I think it's like there's like the kind of like dungeon crawler style thing, because I think I saw like 16 people doing one mission at the same time, and then you can like form squads or something. I think. If
Yeah, I
recall
think you can
correctly.
form the squads. I was thinking more of like the Call of Duty kind of online play style, and then the co-op campaign like as Borderlands would have. But I
don't
could be
know.
wrong. I don't know. I haven't really read up much on Destiny. It's still a decent amount of time away. I think it's released on September 9th.
I thought it was November.
I can actually look it up real quick.
Do you know when the beta comes out? Because I got into the beta, but I have yet to.
Early summer. It should be coming around real soon.
Oh well, I'm gonna give that a try when I do it, and hopefully by then I'll be able to record it on the PS4. So that sounds like an interesting proposition. How about we move on to the next topic thingy, my bobber?
My bobber.
Yeah, now I'm gonna do the first one, Travis.
No, no, the first one has to come at least third or more.
Oh my gosh. All right, fine. Then I'll pick number 3. Jeez. Yahoo's version of YouTube.
I have no idea about that. I can't put any input on it, but it's probably gonna be stupid and will never ever happen
Yeah.
because YouTube is so big as it is. Even Daily Motion isn't as. Daily Motion used to be a thing. I think like people used to use it before YouTube actually got big. Then now it's all YouTube all the time. YouTube has everything.
I heard that Yahoo's actually approaching like some of the like unabashedly approaching like the biggest name YouTubers like PewDiePie and like a bunch of like huge MCNs to try and get them to move over to Yahoo with like a lot of extra benefits like extra ad revenue and all this stuff. But I heard they're kind of getting shut down a little bit. Like nobody cares.
What you're telling me is I'm gonna have to watch 2 ads before I watch the video.
Probably.
Or more like how certain websites such as like CW like whatever like local stations like they have the ads like in the middle of each episode, like in the middle of episodes of their TV shows they have that in there. Well, some videos actually on YouTube do have that, but it's less likely to have it on YouTube than it would be anywhere else.
Yeah, I think the people who make videos on YouTube get to pick, but I don't know how Yahoo's going to do that because advertisers pay like a set amount. Like they can't just get more money because we're like, well, we're Yahoo and we want more money.
Well, if they wanted to go the way of YouTube, then it would just be Yahoo's YouTube. It would be the same thing as YouTube. What's the point in switching over if you could do the same thing over there? YouTube has been around longer, and everyone is familiar with YouTube. If someone, granted, people probably know Yahoo, but they know it as a search engine, not as a video playing site.
I don't know. Bing is a pretty good video playing site.
But Bing pulls videos from some search engines actually pull videos from YouTube. That's where their search engines go. That's where they find the videos.
Yeah. Well, I think Yahoo is gonna. I don't know. Maybe it'll be a solid competitor, and even if it is, it's just gonna be good for the market, so that Google can't pull the whole Google Plus thing again without like a little bit of backlash, and they'd have to actually be responsible for it.
Is there even a competitor to a YouTube right now?
Not really.
It used to be Daily Motion. Daily Motion is somewhat similar to YouTube in the way that they work. Because I have a Daily Motion account. I used to actually upload the Daily Motion, but it was back when I had a YouTube channel called The Tech Experts.
No, John, you uploaded World Star Hip Hop.
Yeah, I know, man. I'm like the world's famous rapper on there.
You should have named it The Techsperts.
The Techsperts.
Amazing.
I'm not good at that. Hence the reason my channel's named CS3 Tutorials 001 on the URL. I finally named it for CS3 Games, but God.
Still think the Techsperts would have been really catchy. But anyway, I suppose we've talked into that enough. How about the first one, Travis? That's number 3. I hope you're happy. The new version of Last of Us coming to the PS4 as a remastered.
Nope. Next topic. Let's go.
What?
Next topic. That's not a cool enough topic.
What do you mean it's not a cool enough topic?
It's The Last of Us. That's a horrible game, ain't it?
No. Last of Us has actually got over like 200 game awards on the PlayStation 3.
I know. I've never played it.
I've never played it. I've seen people play it. I thought it was really good. I was debating whether to get it on the PlayStation 3, but now that they're releasing the PS4 version, I actually might get it to do a playthrough of that. Granted, there's plenty of playthroughs on The Last of Us out there on YouTube, but I just want to do it on the PlayStation 4 because they're probably enhancing the graphics and everything.
Yeah, it's people's take on it, honestly. People just want to see new people play it because they're like, oh, they don't know about that part. I've never played it either, and I think it's honestly going to be more of a system seller than anything else because a lot of people got PS3s just to play Last of Us, and if it's going to come to PS4 as like the remastered edition, a lot of people already have or are looking for a next-gen console, and if The Last of Us is on there and they're like, yeah, I really wanted to try it, they probably might sway their vote. So I think that's kind of what their intentions were with that.
This is going to probably start a massive war in the comments, but the PlayStation 4 is still the current #1 console seller right now. It's still outselling the Xbox One. Even with the release of Titanfall on the Xbox One, PS4 still outsold it because then Infamous Second Son came out.
I think PS4 is going to be superior this generation.
This is what I heard. This is what I read on forums. The PS4, according to Xbox, the developers that made Titanfall, the PS4 didn't have the power to actually run Titanfall, but the Xbox One does. That makes the Xbox One that doesn't have native 1080p support, and the PlayStation 4 that does.
Oh,
what
and
sense
for the
does that
record,
make?
for the record, the people who made Titanfall after the fact, they actually came back and they said, actually, we're gonna start developing for the PS4 next time as well.
Yeah, I heard that Titanfall 2 is going to come to the PlayStation 4.
Yeah, so nice.
Why don't they just go ahead and port over the Xbox 360, Xbox One copy to the PS4? I mean, that'll be easier than remaking it in a whole new game. They can just port it over.
Because
Well,
if
I
they make
think-
a brand new game, then they get more people to buy it.
And
True.
also, I think that Microsoft had a deal, like they're not gonna let
Like how they
them-
did with Call of Duty, like Xbox One gets all the DLC first on Call of Duty Ghosts.
Yeah, something like that.
That is actually over now. Call of Duty is now going to the PS4 first.
Is that
Their
official?
DLC. Yeah. The deal is over with Microsoft. PS4 is going to get it first now. Because of how superior the PS4 is. And what is probably going to happen is Major League Gaming, since the PS4 is going to be the more popular console, there's going to be more PlayStation users than the Xbox users at like tournaments and stuff now, I'm assuming.
So the PS4 just keeps getting higher and higher with their all that stuff.
The PS4, when I got mine, the PS4 sold out. It took me forever. Like Travis knows how long it took me to actually find a PS4.
Oh,
about
dude, it
you?
took me a while too. Yeah, it took.
I
so long.
drove an hour to go get mine.
I didn't drive an hour. I just had to wait like 3 months. But
I found mine. I found mine at a Best Buy. As soon as I was like clicking and clicking and clicking, I was on the phone with Best Buy support trying to get this PS4 because I was trying to order it online and have them save it in the store because they said they had one closer to me, but then they found one the hour away from me, which I was like, okay, fine, just pre-order that one there for me. I'll do it because the only way I had to get it was through PayPal, and that since Best Buy accepts PayPal, I could buy it through that. That's where I got my my YouTube payments go. It's probably where everyone's YouTube payments go if you're partnered. But yeah, I had to buy it an hour away, and I was like, whatever. That was the last one they had too, and everyone that came in there that was in the PS4 section when I went out with it, they were giving me so many looks. Like I thought I was gonna get robbed. I was like, oh my god, I feel like I'm gonna get robbed.
You walk out to your car and someone mugs you, takes the car, leaves you with the PS4.
Oh lord. All right. Next topic. What do we have?
all right, I think this would be a decent time to talk about PlayStation Now because that seems like also a pretty major selling point for PS4 upcoming.
Yep.
Now
So
you're just going
along-
to the bottom of the list.
So PS4 and
That was the
PlayStation 3
bottom
have
of the list.
so they have PlayStation Plus, which is the kind of the similarity thing to Xbox Live where you pay to play online. Since PlayStation 4, you need PlayStation Plus to play online, so that's technically their version of Live, but it is cheaper than Live. I think Live 3 months is what, $25, and PS Plus is
I think it's about
$17.99.
$10 for a year. I think it's cheaper by like $10.
Yeah, it's not that
That's still
big of a
$10. That's $10 you can put towards a game, or in the store. You can get a $10 PlayStation store card with that.
And then wait 5 years to buy a game.
True, but
And hey, like as soon as I bought PlayStation Plus for like the year or whatever, I got like $40 back in just like free games.
Oh, I know.
well, when see, I always miss the deals because when usually when I get like when I pre-ordered like all the games like COD, Ghosts, GTA, and all them before they came out, right as soon before they came out, they had the deal where you spend $50 to get 10 back. I'm like, come on, I just spent $300 and now I can't have this.
Well, the PlayStation Now thing seems kind of interesting because you get to play titles from like all of the past generation consoles from Sony. So you can play like, I don't know, Final Fantasy VII again, and
It's a horrible
It's basically an emulator for the PlayStation 4.
essentially,
It's an
except
emulator.
with-
It's a streaming emulator that you can play the games from the previous consoles such as PS1, PS2, and are they including PS3 games? I don't know if they're including PS3.
I think they said they were, but the thing is, I don't know how that would work. Like, because if you have like an online component, or like if it's like say you want to play the old Killzone game, I don't know how the online would work. Like, would it go to
It'd
the
probably work the
previous
same. It just
servers,
use
or-
PlayStation 3 and PlayStation 4 Wi-Fi component is technically the same. It uses the same hardware for Wi-Fi, I believe,
I'm saying,
unless
would
the
it use
PS4 is
same
upgraded just by a
servers, or-
little bit.
Because would it use the same servers? Because like emulators and stuff, they don't have internet connection or whatever. I don't know how
Yeah,
it would
but
work.
this is their version of emulator. They can develop it to use Wi-Fi. It's not like a Nintendo
true.
DS emulator where they don't ever include Wi-Fi, which would be awesome if they did. I want a Nintendo 3DS emulator, but that'll never happen.
So you're saying that if the PS4 is gonna go Wi-Fi with the PS3 players, why don't they do that now?
That I
Like-
don't know. Like No, I'm assuming that the way they would do it is since if you have PlayStation Now, the emulated games that you get from PlayStation 3, you would only be able to play with the other PlayStation 4 users that have that emulation.
Oh, okay. I
I
see.
would assume that's how it works, or you can possibly play with other PS3 users. But
Maybe that'd be kind of cool.
I heard there was a game that was going to go cross-platform with the PlayStation 3. I don't know what it was.
I know Portal 2 goes with computer and PlayStation 3
That
multiplayer.
depends if they're going to make a
Oh, yeah.
Portal 3. I would assume
No,
they would. That's a
because,
popular
because they
game.
use Steam login with Portal 2. So with the Steam login, you can log in through Steam on the PS3 and log into Steam on the computer, so they can play together.
Hmm.
Because, like John, me and you were playing Portal. I was
Yeah.
on my computer and you were on your PlayStation playing it.
Yeah. I mean, like, someone playing on PS3 and someone playing on PS4. That's what I mean.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Like, if
But if-
they would include, I don't know if there's a game that's actually going to make that, or if they would include that in PlayStation Now. I haven't even read up too much on PlayStation Now. I don't even know when that's going to be released.
It just sounds like a good idea, quite frankly. That's how I see it.
Sony's announced it, but I don't know whenever they're going to make it public or when that's going to ever happen.
Mhm.
But also, like PlayStation 1 and 2 and 3 games be on display now. Then, or would it be just select through?
I think he said all of them. Like,
I
all of
think
them.
PlayStation 4, they made a mistake in not following in the PlayStation 3's footsteps with their first gen of the PlayStation 4. Because, they're going to make another PS4 like slim model sometime soon. But,
Oh yeah.
I mean, they should have followed in the PlayStation 3 when the first PlayStation 3 was able to be backwards compatible with PlayStation 2. They should have made the
Yeah, that
PS4
would've been-
backwards compatible with PS3 games. That way, you can. It's basically a more powerhouse of a PS3. And that way, because some games that I play on PS3, you can lag in the game and not even be online, and the game will lag.
Do you think maybe they did that so that they could release like some of the?
I
like,
would
the
assume they
console
did that
exclusives?
because of PlayStation Now. That's probably why they did that.
It's either that or because they wanted to sell like the remastered editions or whatever, so they can't just play the PS3 version.
Yeah, that probably could be why they might want to have games remastered to fit the PlayStation 4 specs. That way they can have a
Yeah,
higher
think about it.
resolution game, higher graphics, and all that kind of stuff.
I mean, think about it. Like Tomb Raider is going to do the same thing. Last of Us is doing the same thing. I'm sure
Tomb
there's
Raider
gonna
has
be
already
more.
done the same. Tomb Raider's already out.
Yeah, I'm just.
Is it
I'm
out?
just
The Last
saying
of
that.
Us, they did it. Oh no, Thief wasn't it. Thief wasn't remastered. Thief was just released for both. Because I got Thief on the flash sale when it was like half off one time.
I'm sure there's going to be more.
Well,
Positive.
when Thief was half off, Tomb Raider Definitive Edition was also half off. I would have gotten them both, but since Tomb Raider was on PlayStation 3 for PlayStation Plus for free, I didn't get it.
I know that the definitive edition though has a storyline alter, I believe. I think it's a little different than Tomb Raider on the PlayStation 3.
But other than that, it's just a higher graphics game. They increased it.
Yeah.
They made it better.
Different controls, touchpad stuff, and
The solution is just get the PC version. Woo!
Some people just don't have a powerhouse of a PC because
That's
the console is just cheaper. Granted, people can debate that consoles are always going to be PCs. That's all they are. They're just glorified PCs that run games.
Mm-hmm.
But they're cheaper versions of PCs that people can afford, and that's why consoles are there. They're cheaper versions of computers that people can play games on
Mm-hmm.
with a controller. The controller, in a sense, is necessarily your mouse and keyboard.
Yeah, but yeah, I get you.
Well, you
I
could
don't know what I was gonna but
like your buttons are your keyboard inputs, and I guess like your analog sticks are your mouse. But the touchpad on the PS4 can technically be a mouse, since there are like touchpads for PCs now. Like I saw the Logitech touchpad for PC at Walmart. Like they have that. It's like the Mac trackpad. So I thought that was pretty cool. I was like, I wanted to get
Sounds
that because
very
I have
strange.
everything Logitech. Like my keyboard's Logitech, my mouse, my speakers, my camera, like everything.
I have an on. My mouse.
I have a
is-
Logitech camera.
I have only my speakers are Logitech, and I only use them when I listen to music. But they're really good.
Okay, well, before we go to the next topic, I want just to go down the line of you guys, like, Marksman, Sammy, Travis. Well, I guess everyone knows Travis because they've seen him on my channel, but you can do it anyway if you want. Just tell everybody what your channel's all about and whatnot, since you guys have never been seen on my channel, if you guys want to talk about it.
Ladies first, Sammy.
Yeah, ladies first, go ahead, no problem.
Okay. I play games and I do like South Park at the moment, but I also do sometimes Walking Dead, Anti-Chamber, and what's the other one I've been doing? I've forgotten. But I also do weekly vlogs as well. So that's basically my channel. I do daily uploads and yeah.
What about Vlogmas Day?
Yeah, I do weekly vlogs, so that's my
Okay,
Vlogmas Day.
okay.
Dang it, Travis.
What?
Second, what? Nothing. I'm Marksman. I do videos every day or every other day, depending on what I feel like or if I have time to record things. Generally speaking, I do lots of different things. Like I do generally like one series, and then I also do the series called Marksman Spots, where I take a look at a lesser known or fairly well known indie game, depending on the day of the week, I guess. And right now I'm doing a playthrough on Mod Island, which is an indie horror 2D top-down thingy where I get scared a lot. It's a scary game, and yeah, that's. I also do things where I cut things sometimes.
You cut things at times?
Yeah, I use my swords and I cut stuff. I like swords.
Okay.
Yeah, he has like slow-mo videos of him cutting stuff with swords, like a water bottle that he fails at so desperately bad.
Hey. The bottle was. Shut up. I'm done with that.
The bottle wouldn't shut up.
I think I'm not his
What?
Somebody
I'm
said.
the bottle.
Anyway, so do you want to move on to the next topic?
Sure.
Sure.
Okay,
What do we
so-
have next?
Sony and Microsoft's version of the Oculus Rift.
I have
And
no
how
idea
the-
about Microsoft's. I know of Sony's, of their
I don't know
Project
specs.
Morpheus.
I don't know specs or anything.
I don't know specs either. I don't think a lot of information is actually known about their projects yet.
I think Sony posted a thing, if my memory serves me, that was like, oh, it's gonna work with glasses, it's 1080p, 60 frames per second, all this stuff, and it's like
Yeah,
it's gonna be just
it's gonna be
a
on the PlayStation
slimmer
4.
lighter version of the Oculus Rift.
It would
Essentially,
also, I think it would use like the stuff like the Move does, the PlayStation Move. It would incorporate stuff into that, I believe.
oh god,
I don't know.
Get a PlayStation
Like
Move
they would
then?
have, like if they had the Oculus Rift, like the virtual thing would be cool. And then instead of the controller, you have like, say you played something like Amnesia. You know how you have like you can hold up the lantern, like the Move
Yeah.
controller with the little ball and all that stuff on it. You can use that to hold up the lantern. Like you move the Move control up and down. You move the lantern up and down. And stuff like that. That'd be
Try and smack the monster in the face with a lantern.
Get out of the way! No,
I don't know
no.
very much about Microsoft.
What I would want to see if Project Morpheus does come to the PlayStation 4, I would want to get it, and I would want to see Outlast go on to that. Like I would redo my Outlast playthrough with that, and that would be awesome because it would be right there in my face instead of on a screen, and I could just shit my pants 10 times worse.
I would never be able to handle that. I don't think Microsoft has very many things on their versions of it. I think it's more like an announcement that's just kind of like, we don't want to fall behind, so we're going to also throw our hat into the ring.
There are programs for the Oculus Rift for PC games. Since Outlast is on PC, you can actually put Outlast onto the Oculus Rift. They're just like certain programs, or if they're actually putting native support to the Oculus Rift. So that right there, that's already on the Oculus Rift, but I would like it to come to the PlayStation 4 for their project if they ever, release it, if they ever
That'd be
figure it
pretty
out.
cool.
But yeah, I don't want to get into the whole Oculus Rift being bought by Facebook. That can be debated as a good or bad thing, but it can be a good thing because a big known company such as Facebook has bought them. This big company is like, this company believes in it. Now it's going to start a whole chain reaction of other companies that are going to start seeing other projects such as virtual reality projects and be like, oh, these guys on Facebook think that this is going to be the next big thing. Why don't we get these guys and see if that's the next big thing,
Yeah. Or if they like let them do their own thing essentially and just kind of fund them, that's probably a lot better than if they're
Yeah.
like, oh, let's make Oculus Rift for Farmville only and like.
They would probably release a Farmville for the Oculus Rift. I wouldn't doubt it. Like I have no doubt in my mind they would probably do that. They would release all this Facebook games on the Oculus Rift, but they wouldn't keep it strictly to that. They would obviously let them develop for other companies. That's what they're doing. They're not actually taking over Oculus Rift. They're just
Swear to
putting
God,
a
if I
big.
start
It's like
seeing-
putting a big name behind a company. Like say, since you are partnered by Machinima and I'm partnered by Machinima, that's like having Machinima backing us our channels up. That's something similar
Yeah.
to that.
It's
Have you
kind of. I swear to God, if I start getting invites on Facebook that are like, "Come play Farmville now with Oculus Rift," I'm gonna be pretty pissed about that.
The only
It's so
thing I-
stupid because like Facebook isn't even gaming. It's just there. It's just social
Yeah.
networking. It's not gaming. So why would Oculus Rift buy Oculus Rift and Oculus Rift is meant to be for gaming?
Well, Facebook isn't into gaming, yeah, but I believe Facebook saw it as an opportunity to get it because one, Oculus Rift, they're developing parts for all this stuff off of like Android and mobile parts. That's what the Oculus Rift is built off of. It's mobile like mobile parts off of all this stuff, and um, they almost stopped Oculus Rift because they didn't have the funds to keep it going. But now they do. But it's not like the original team behind Oculus Rift is now gone. This Oculus Rift team is still there. They're still working on it and they're still developing for it. It's just Facebook is now giving them the funds and the more resources to do what they need to do.
That and there's a lot of money in virtual reality right now.
True.
So if you would buy the Oculus Rift, like the company, there's a lot of money to be made in there. Because then you get part of the sales.
People are pretty hyped about Oculus Rift right now. It sounds kind of interesting.
Well, have you guys heard about the Omni treadmill?
What is that?
Oh, is that the one that you can walk in all different directions too?
Yeah, you stand on a little black platform and you have like a belt around you, and you put on these shoes and you can run, and it will make your character walk. And it goes along with the Oculus Rift.
Really interesting, but you would look like a total idiot playing games all the time.
Well, that's how they thought about the Oculus Rift.
Now Oculus
Yeah,
Rift
you do still kind of look really dumb with an Oculus Rift, but
I mean, who's gonna see you? You're playing games.
I know, you're in the comfort of your home. It's not like you're taking it like on a plane ride and be like, all right, time to play. Time to get this plane ride over with.
I mean, have you ever played Just Dance in front of an open window at night?
yes.
You look
Obviously.
stupid doing that, but
Who
no
hasn't?
one cares.
You know what would be interesting for virtual reality is going to be like really huge. Besides gaming, it'll open up more opportunities for everything else. Like you could have video conferences with that and have it right there on your face, and you act like you're actually right there with people instead of like over a TV screen. Like Google could get into that. Google could enhance their Google Plus chats by amazingness. I ran out of terms for that, but they could just put amazingness into Google Plus and be like, oh, Oculus Rift time.
And you know what's actually pretty cool is the PS4 controller, how like you can tilt it and like type with it and it feels like really nice.
You can tilt it and type with it?
You can tilt it. You didn't know that?
I know it has a 6-axis capability. I didn't know you could tilt and type.
Yeah, you can like use it like almost like a laser pointer, and
Oh
it's like
yeah, because in Infamous, when you're playing with Infamous, you can actually take the PS4 controller, turn it sideways, and you shake it like a spray paint can, and press R2 to spray paint. That's
yeah, exactly.
like
That's what I'm talking about. But you can do that to type. You know that, right?
No.
It's really really helpful, and you type so much faster. But
I'm quick at that already because I had the PSP and the PlayStation 3 controller, so I'm used to quickly hitting the over buttons really easily.
Yeah.
So
The
do you
reason I
like have to
mentioned that-
draw every letter out?
No.
It's like
You just,
it's like the Android swipe. That's pretty much all it is. It's basically what it is.
Oh, okay.
Swipe on
Yeah.
Android.
and the reason why I bring that up is because it's like a pretty solid technology, and it doesn't require you to have like a camera or anything for it to track it. And so I'm thinking that the one for Sony, the VR thing, is going to be pretty dang sensitive and really really nice to use, because it seems like they already have that technology pretty solid.
Well, the first people that came out with that kind of sensitive technology was Nintendo with the Wii, with their motion controllers. That was the first that came out with that.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but
that
console.
required the camera though. I don't have a camera for my PS4, and it tracks it.
Actually-
The Wii doesn't come with a camera.
actually, the Wii uses a sensor bar.
Yeah, it
But
has a
since
sensor bar.
since it uses UV rays, you can actually light 2 different candles in front of your TV, and it works the same.
I didn't know that. I didn't
Yep.
know that. That's cool. Does the
Because
Wii, the
we were
Wii
playing
U,
at my
does it
aunt's,
have the
and the
sensor bar?
candles were interfering.
Does anyone know if the
The Wii U does, I think.
Okay. I like the Wii U with their touchscreen controller thing. What did I say?
has a terrible battery
Touchscreen.
life.
It's their touch pad. It's called a
Touchpad.
touch pad.
Yeah, that was cool. They should have released that before releasing the Wii. They probably would have done a lot better with that. But I guess more money.
Well,
Now-
they probably didn't
and then they
have
have the
it
Wii
thought
Mini
out.
now. They have the Wii Mini, then the Wii, then the Wii U.
Yeah.
Does the Wii
Does
U
Xbox
still play?
have any handheld consoles?
What?
I think Xbox is the only people not to have handheld console.
No,
Or
Xbox
handheld
doesn't have
device.
any- no, Xbox doesn't have a handheld console in mine. I don't think.
No, they don't. That's weird. Never thought about that.
I've heard rumors back about when the Xbox 360 came around. that they were developing a handheld console, but never
The
happened.
Xbox Now
That
in
would,
your
that
in
would
your
sound weird.
hands, mobile. That does sound really weird. All right, so what do you guys think about the Batman Arkham Knight?
I think that's gonna be a really fun game. I liked the Batman series so far. Origins, not so much.
Now, have out of the people here, who's beaten Batman Arkham
Arkham what?
Origins or played it?
What?
Who's
Have you played Arkham Origins?
No.
yeah, but
No.
I've never beaten it. I still have a
Oh, you
playthrough on
haven't
my
beaten
channel that I have not finished.
Wow. Okay, so I'm the only one here that's beaten it, so I don't want to spoil anything then.
What do you think?
Okay, well, you don't have to spoil anything, but what did you think of the game overall? Since you've beaten it, you've played it, you've had your experience with it. What do you think of the game overall compared to the other Arkham games?
It was really short. I would really lengthen it up.
Batman Arkham Knight is going to be, I think, a longer game. I think longer
It
than
should be.
Arkham City and Arkham Asylum.
Arkham City was a good length. I didn't get bored while playing it. I always wanted to know what happens next.
Arkham
And
City was the star of the series, pretty much.
I think so.
Which is why on PlayStation Plus, I assume they picked that one over the other ones.
Well, they didn't pick Arkham. I forget it already.
They picked
The
Arkham,
new one.
Arkham Knight,
No, the other one.
Origins, Asylum.
Origins, yeah. Origins. They didn't pick that one because it's too new, and they want people to buy it.
True, but they could have went with Asylum. I mean, both games are pretty old, and they're
Yeah,
not recent.
but
They could have
because
went with
of
Asylum and Arkham City, but Arkham City, I believe they picked because it had the higher ratings. They had the higher awards for that game. Arkham Asylum was still okay.
I haven't beat it yet. I've played a little bit of it, but I've never beat it.
What exactly is Arkham Knight all about? Like,
Arkham
I
Knight,
heard
it's
there's like a new.
it takes place after Arkham City's events. So if you ever played the Batman series, it goes the release timing of them is Arkham Asylum came out, then Arkham City, Arkham Origins, now it's Arkham Knight. The way you play them, way it should be played, is that Arkham Origins is before Arkham Asylum. So Arkham Origins, then you play Arkham Asylum, then you play Arkham City, because that's how
And
the
then you play
timeline
Arkham
works.
Knight.
And Arkham Knight is after Arkham City.
Like, I heard that they're introducing some like new super crazy bad guy who's supposed to be a challenge to Batman or whatever.
The Arkham
It's
Knight,
a-
there is speculation of it, of who it is, because if you have ever seen Batman Under the Red Hood, that was who was the guy who was the guy? I can't remember the guy's name, but he was the second Robin. What was his name? I couldn't
I
remember.
was about to say he was the second son. I was like, I like that game.
Yeah, technically he's the second son. Jason Todd. Since he was the Red Hood, that's who he was. Because he got killed by the Joker, and Batman tried to rescue him with the Lazarus Pit, and something went terribly wrong. He turned into the Red Hood, and then if you've ever seen you have to watch the movie to really find out what happens. But it's Arkham Knight isn't about Batman. The Arkham Knight isn't actually detailing who Batman is. Arkham Knight is actually the villain. It's a new villain created by the creators of this game. It's not a villain I don't think ever seen in the comics or in the series. It's created by them. So if you've ever seen pictures of the Arkham Knight, it's actually really cool looking. So I have to really.
Oh yeah, I saw he's like a
silhouette-
old
it's like a
mechanical.
silhouette of a Batman.
Yeah, he looked like I thought it was just Batman in like a new suit.
Yeah,
Like
that's what I
iron
thought at first.
thing.
Then I watched Machinima's ETC about it, and they said who it was. And then I agree with them. It could be Jason Todd. It could not be. It'd be really stupid if that was the Joker. But
that would
the
be
Arkham
really
Knight
dumb.
is supposed to be a tactical kind of guy, kind of Batman's opposite, but like the evil Batman, I guess,
Mhm.
in a way. So he has the same tactical abilities as Batman. He's like the best match to Batman that you can find. So I'm assuming it might be Jason Todd. I agree with that, but it might not be. That's just speculation on who it could be in the game. I
But it
don't
does
know.
sound really interesting, and that'd probably be the first Arkham game that I'm gonna buy because it sounds really cool, actually.
Well,
I'm
it's
not-
coming to the next gen. I don't think it's coming to the previous gen consoles.
I think
anymore.
it's being ported to the current gen.
So it's no, they can't. No, the PlayStation 4 and the Xbox One have the ability to run that game because they're introducing a Batmobile into the game.
Oh,
Yeah,
I
Dri-
heard
think
about
a
that.
porting
drivable
it.
Batmobile game. Batmobile, Batmogam. Whoops. They're putting in the Batmobile, which in itself was a huge file, wasn't it, Travis?
Yeah.
They, I would assume if they put it on the PlayStation 3, they wouldn't have the Batmobile because it would be too big. It would be too big of a game for the PlayStation 3 to handle.
I don't know. They might downgrade a little bit of it.
You can make it the Bat Cycle. I don't know.
Yeah. The whatever it's called.
Yeah,
Dude, I don't
they
know.
designed they designed the Batmobile and everything like that. Looks really cool.
I can't freaking wait.
Like it's not the Tumbler from the movie. God no, the Tumbler. I didn't necessarily care for the Tumbler from the Batman movies. I mean, yeah, it was different from the original Batman movies, but yeah, I didn't care for it.
Are you guys ready for the next topic?
Yeah, hold on, let me answer Travis's question really quick on if it's coming to the PC to the PS3 or not. But yeah, go ahead and talk about it. Now I'll look at this.
Okay, the next topic I have is Dark Souls 2. This is one I think me and Sammy are slightly more qualified to talk about.
Yep.
That
I
would be
haven't-
me.
Well, you have the game. That's a
I know
little
much
more-
about it.
That doesn't mean you haven't played it. You have played it. That's a step above me.
Okay.
Except I have watched a lot.
Quick for 1 second. Let me. I found the answer. Travis, the Batman Arkham Knight is only coming to PS4, Xbox One, and PC.
Okay.
So no PS3
Yeah.
release.
Yeah, Travis.
Okay, go ahead. Sorry,
Anyway,
I just had to get
Dark
that.
Souls 2. Yeah, it sounds it's I heard it's like almost just as good, if not better, than Dark Souls 1, which is crazy because that was praised to no end by the fan base, and it grew exponentially as the game kind of after it came out, it kind of just kept on laterally growing up, and Dark Souls has kind of become almost a really popular game in and of itself, which is kind of cool because Dark Souls is a really punishing game, and I almost thought it was for like a niche market, but it seems to have a pretty massive appeal, which is impressive because I love Dark Souls and it's a great game, and I'm
No,
really
that's the one that
happy.
gets harder whenever you die, correct?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I remember when I was at UNC Charlotte, where I went to college. My roommate had Demon Souls, and then we went to get the Dark Souls when it was released. Now I've actually played Demon Souls on my PlayStation 3. He let me borrow it, and I thought Demon Souls was god hard as well. So I thought, man, I'm not gonna even try to play Dark Souls because I'm probably gonna fail exponentially at that. But I did like it. I like the kind of play style that it has, and I thought it was really fun. I got somewhat far into Demon Souls, so I wanted to play Dark Souls, and I just haven't played Dark Souls. I might get Dark Souls and play it, and before I play Dark Souls 2, I'm debating whether to get it. But Dark Souls looks really fun, and it looks like a really long game that you can just keep enjoying.
Oh yeah.
as long as
I
you want.
have 36 hours in Dark Souls and I haven't even beaten it. I got to, well, I don't know if you understand, but the third Great Soul, I forget what they are. I think the third bell before you can go essentially fight the final boss. It's a really hard game, I'll admit, but the problem is my Dark Souls just stopped working. Like I was on Steam, and I was like, let's play some Dark Souls, and then it like opens, it shows a black window, and then it says Dark Souls, and it's Dark Souls.exe to stop working. I'm like, all right, awesome. Guess I can't play Dark Souls. So now I have to wait for Dark Souls 2, whether I like it or not. So can't wait though. It looks like a lot of fun.
The current Dark Souls record, Dark Souls 2, current record for that, for all bosses, is 2 hours and 28 minutes.
Yeah, if you're really good at the game, you can beat the game really fast. But if you're bad at the game, your campaign will probably be more along the lines of 70.
Dark Souls
hours.
1 is an hour and 21 minutes long
Yep.
for a current record so far, I believe. If I'm wrong, then people can tell me down below in the comments. I'm just going off of WeSpeedRun.com. That is where I'm looking at this. So it has Dark Souls 1 and 2 on the front page, actually.
Yeah, I actually I watched some YouTubers who did a full Let's Play of Dark Souls 1, and they started their ones on Dark Souls 2. And their first time through Dark Souls 2, this is after they have beaten the first one, was about 70 to 80 hours. So, and these are pretty good players as well. So I'm a little bit unnerved by that fact because I feel like I was pretty decent at Dark Souls, but I feel like I'm going to be really bad at Dark Souls 2.
Does anyone know if there's a world record for Pokemon Yellow?
I do
I'm assuming there is, because I'm looking at this website. It's WeSpeedrun.com. I'm just looking at it. There's a red and blue version world record. It's like 3 hours 29 minutes. I was like, I'm doing a playthrough of Pokemon Yellow, so I wonder if I can beat it.
I doubt
It's
it.
a glitch on Pokemon Yellow. You complete the game in like less than a minute.
I mean, no, I want it without glitches. There's world records with glitches and without glitches. I don't want to use glitches. I don't like doing that for Pokemon playthroughs. Granted, I used the action replay and stuff like that to gain all my Pokemon on Pokemon Sapphire, but that was just to get Pokemon that you couldn't even get in the game. Like event Pokemon like Mew, you couldn't get it in the game, but I wanted to complete the Pokédex. I was like, whatever.
You wanted to be the best there ever was. It's understandable.
I didn't use it like to catch him with Master Balls. I used them just to find him in the grass and just like, okay, there we go. I just caught it normally. I battled it normally.
Are you proud of yourself?
Not really.
Oh, well, okay then. Well, sorry to take that away from you. Sammy, what do you think of Dark Souls 2, though? You actually had hands-on experience with it.
It is really good. It's a huge challenge and it's just amazing, really. Like, I got about 20 hours on it at the moment and I haven't defeated the Pursuer, which is the second boss.
Spoilers!
Yeah.
No.
How many times have you died?
Probably over 200.
Oh wow.
If anyone's ever seen PewDiePie's videos, all his videos are is him dying.
Let's not talk about him, okay? This is a happy place.
He played Trials. He played Trials Fusion, unlike you.
Okay, well, my next talking point was actually Trials Fusion.
Oh, cool.
That's a great game. I bought the beta as of like a couple of weeks ago. I gold medaled everything in the beta.
Wait, did you say you bought the beta?
Well, I bought the game and it came with the beta, so I
Oh.
bought the beta implicitly. But yeah, I gold medaled everything that was in the beta. I don't want to play the third level because I don't want to spoil it for myself before the actual game comes out. It's a lot of fun. Like, it's a Trials game.
The game is out, isn't it?
No, it comes out next week on
PC?
Friday.
On PC?
Thursday. Yeah, on PC.
I was about to say it's already released on the console.
I don't think it's fully released. I think it's
Yes,
still
it
in beta
is.
as well. Like, is it?
Oh, it's released. It's $19.99 or $39.99 for the complete edition.
$19.99 on to pre-order it on Steam. I know.
Well, I hate everything.
That's
in the
PC
universe.
version. He's waiting for the PC version. On PlayStation 4 is where I saw it as. It's already out. Get it.
All right. Well, I guess I'm just gonna go play the third section of the game then, as soon as this is over. It's a fun game. I'm having a good time, and they added like a trick system where you basically like a ragdoll, and you can just kind of like jump off of your bike and like grab it, and then kind of flip around a lot. It's kind of awesome.
I did watch PewDiePie's video, and it shows that feature, yeah, but it's oh my god, it's like you can't even complete the game because every time he jumped, he kept doing tricks after trick after trick, and he couldn't land it. He kept having to restart.
All right. Well, just don't watch his videos, and then when I make mine, watch mine. Okay. That's all you need to do. Let's move on to the next subject. GameSpy is shutting down servers. What do you guys think of that?
I was playing Star Wars Battlefront 2 today and noticed that it was powered by GameSpy. So that kind of makes me upset. I know Borderlands 1 is being shut down.
Oh my god.
Red Dead Redemption, the first one.
Wait, Red Dead Redemption?
There's
The
no.
first
there's
one.
no. Red Dead Redemption 2 is currently in speculation if it's going to be released or if there's going to be an next Red Dead Redemption right now.
Multiplayer co-op
I
is.
really hope they make another one. That was a great game.
So what else is it?
You said the Gotham City Imposters?
Yeah, Gotham City Imposters. I saw that was powered by.
I want to go to the GameSpy website.
If you can, I don't know if it's up or not.
Oh, it is.
Oh, okay. Well then.
GameSpy.
Arma 2 is. I know Arma.
They may shut down the servers, but I'm assuming someone will get something to get the servers back up because there's still games, people still play them. People want to still play it.
Civilization 4 is being shut down. Grand Theft Auto 4.
Grand Theft Auto 4 is powered by GameSpy?
Their servers.
Well, everyone plays Grand Theft Auto 5 now, which is...
Yeah, well, the people who still play 4.
Yeah. I think 4's online is nothing compared to GTA 5's.
Yeah.
GTA 5 has a lot more you can do, and it's a lot better. But GTA 4, it was fun when we played. I mean, it was fun until GTA 5 came out. But GTA 5, you get bored really quick.
Well, we
Oh
just
my
did
god!
free roam.
Wait,
What?
I think Steam uses Arma 2 and 3 on GameSpy, so I think they're gonna try and reroute that. Apparently,
Oh, Crisis
Arma,
3 also.
I have Crisis 3. I've only got like 2
Cri-
videos on that.
Crisis 3 is under GameSpy. I forgot about that.
Major game titles like Arma 3. Arma 3 is still a popular game because it's still kind of new. That will be rerouted to someone else because someone else will use it.
Civilization
Is
4.
Amnesia?
Hmm.
Excuse me.
Amnesia might be
Amnesia: The Dark Descent.
yeah, is that
Dude, it's not online.
Yeah. I don't think
was no,
I don't think any of the Amnesia games are online.
no, I'm not saying online. I'm saying do you have to be connected to the Steam
No,
or something? Okay.
no, it's a completely online
I've never
game.
played Amnesia, okay?
Yeah, it's okay. It's okay. I understand.
I played Minecraft Amnesia. If that counts.
No, it doesn't count.
Is that even such a thing?
I should put the Minecraft Amnesia Adventure Pack onto my server.
Oh, jeez. All right. Well, what else? What else do I have on here? The Order 1886.
That I cannot wait for. That looks really fun. That kind of looks like a version of Thief, because I think in the picture doesn't he have a bow and arrow, or is it a gun?
I think it's a gun.
Okay,
Yeah,
never mind.
hang on. I'm
It's supposed to be
looking
like an old time game, and he has like all these technological advances. Like he has higher up technology in like his guns and stuff like that, and he's in the past. So I
Yeah, it
believe
looks like
that'll
a steampunk. It kind of reminded me of Dishonored in the aesthetics of it. But I don't
that'll
know.
probably
What
be
are
a good game. That's one of the most anticipated games alongside other ones.
Yeah, it
What?
does look
Order
really interesting.
1886?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's released, I believe, in December, if I'm not mistaken.
So this is the little flavor text for the game on PS4's website. The Order 1886 introduces players to a unique version of Victorian-era London where man uses advanced technologies to battle a powerful and ancient foe. As a member of an elite order of knights, join a centuries-old war that will determine the course of
history forever.
forever.
Yeah. Alternate history. The Order 1886 allows players to discover a unique version of Victorian-era London technology. And the supernatural collide. Players wield advanced weapons and gadgets that didn't exist during the era, and the realism of the game experience will make this alternate history feel plausible. The historical mythology. The game introduces a unique mythology that will fuse actual history, real-world places, figures, and events with twists on familiar myths and legends to create an alternate history from one we know today. The filmic immersion, the Order 1886's unique filmic presentation is designed to replicate the texture of film and use real-world motion picture and cinematography techniques to emphasize dramatic character performance and realism, which is kind of what they did in Assassin's Creed. If you've played that.
Sounds kind of awesome, and now I wasn't super hyped before, but now I kind of am.
I want to play it because games like that go into history class in school is boring. Games that actually do real things from actual history in our world, it's really cool. I like doing that. I like actually playing something because it feels like I'm there experiencing somewhat of what happened.
The only reason I didn't fail AP Euro was because of Assassin's Creed. Woo!
It's an alternate version of the history, since supernatural events, ancient foes, all that kind of stuff, but
Yeah, but it's still really interesting.
I think it's gonna be somewhat of an Assassin's Creed. It would be someone. I think Ubisoft is developing, isn't it? No, Ready at Dawn is developer.
Oh, okay.
I don't even know who that is. It's just a new developer, I guess.
I heard of them before, but I don't remember for what.
And then, if anyone likes Outlast, there's another game made by Bethesda. The Evil Within is supposed to be another horror game.
Oh, good. Can't wait for
If
that.
anyone's seen the trailer, that looks really interesting to me. I cannot wait to get it.
Oh, Amnesia's making a new one too. They're I forget what it's called, but it's a new Amnesia game, and it's like in the future, like Brave New World or something like that. It's either Brave New World or like 1984. It's one of those weird dystopian ones.
Yeah, the creator of the seminal Resident Evil series is actually in development with The Evil Within. So if you ever played Resident Evil, the creator of that is actually making this game.
Oh, thank God. I'd love for it to be more scary. Absolutely.
Uh, it's supposed to actually embody the meaning of pure survival horror.
Oh, good, good. That makes it even better, honestly. All right, so
Face
next.
twisted creatures, cutting edge lighting and animation, stuff like that. I mean, it's gonna be
The
on the
Witcher
ID 5.
3.
Shut up.
Uh,
So what is it?
has anyone here played The Witcher, by the way?
No.
I've heard of him. My friend in college liked The Witcher, but I've never played it.
I played Witcher 2. I got it when it was on sale on Steam, and I was like, all right, I'll just give it a shot. And I played it for a pretty decent amount of time. It was a little confusing at first, but I actually really enjoyed it. So, kind of can't wait for The Witcher 3. It sounds like a lot of fun. I haven't done much research on it, but I heard that it's even more expensive, and The Witcher was a something stupidly long game that I can't recall how long, but it's a really, really long game. So, Witcher 3 is supposedly even longer, which boggles my mind.
I played Witcher 2, but I didn't play it much. I didn't really like it. I couldn't get myself into it.
I didn't finish it because it didn't. There was no way in this world that I would be able to finish that game. But it was a good game while it lasted. I liked it.
I've never played Witcher. It looks okay. I mean, not my cup of tea of a game. And Travis got me saying that now.
Well, let's try this on for tonight. How about Elder Scrolls Online?
I want to play it so bad. I want to play the beta, but I don't have a PC to play it. They're actually developing Elder Scrolls for Mac. I will probably get it for Mac if my computer can run on PC. But I will get it for PlayStation 4.
Skyrim.
I've played Skyrim. I love Skyrim. It's a great game. I thought about to gear up for Elder Scrolls. I'm gonna play Skyrim on my channel. It's gonna be awesome.
Nice. I've always wanted it for the PC because I heard there's like a stupidly awesome modding community for it, but I've never.
I don't
Got it.
necessarily like the mods. I don't necessarily like modding games on PC. Like Minecraft and stuff. Yeah, it's getting texture back because Minecraft default texture is just kind of boring.
No,
But,
these mods are like chicken guns or something like that.
Excuse me.
Stupid stuff like chicken guns that shoot chickens.
Kitten cannons in Minecraft.
They have some that turn all the dragons into Nyan Cat.
What?
Yeah,
That's amazing.
you see a lot of these weird mods on Reddit all the time.
I don't know how I feel about that, but I would be okay with that.
Or it's kind of like the stuff on Happy Wheels where you have like this level. It's like rate 5 stars, quit the game and come back in. The chick will be naked. I agree with
What?
a YouTuber named Jacksepticeye said this. I agree. And why would you want to look into you women on that game when you have plenty of porn websites? Go look at that. Don't. Why waste your time on a game looking at?
How did we get on this subject?
I don't know.
Because
Because mods.
What he says.
Oh yeah, okay. Anyway,
Stop
so
telling my free time. It's my free time. I do what I want.
Elder Scrolls Online. I heard that it's. I don't know if it's changed since I last saw it, but I heard it was kind of like almost like a generic online RPG.
Elder Scrolls Online is gonna be like. Think of World of Warcraft. You create your character, you go in, you start your adventure, and all that kind of stuff. Kind of like that. It's an RPG. It's a massive online RPG. That's pretty much what it is. Like
Kinda
it's
sounds
like World of
like-
Warcraft, but this is gonna be way better than World of Warcraft because Elder Scrolls wins. Awesome. Next subject.
Next subject. Okay.
Unless
what
you
about
unless you want to talk about it still. I mean, I was just kidding.
No, that's okay. I did hear that the castle sieges and stuff in the PvP area sounds pretty cool.
What is this again? I'm sorry.
Elder
Elder
Scrolls
Scrolls.
Online, Travis.
Oh, okay.
Get your head in the game.
I played a beta of Elder Scrolls Online. It was really
No,
cool.
I thought we'd change the topic, so.
No, I want to play it, but I've seen people play the beta. I thought it looked pretty good. Like you create your character as you would in Skyrim, kind of. It's the same kind of thing. Yeah.
The character customization in Skyrim.
I've seen people try to make their character nude.
Why does that not surprise me in the slightest?
Hike Plays Games did that. He like played as a woman. He's like, oh, look at her body.
Anyway, so next subject is The Crew. It's what is it exactly? It's like a MMO racing game.
Not
Yeah.
yeah, it's pretty much what it is. It's like a Need for Speed mixed with a Grand Theft Auto Online kind of thing. It's supposed to be you play with your friends doing like races and doing co-op campaign kind of stuff online with other people, and then you can race other online players and find them online, stuff like that. So it's kind of like if anyone knows Watch Dogs, Watch Dogs is like you can come in from Watch Dogs and get into other people's storyline and mess with them while they're playing. If you didn't know that,
You
but
know
I'll
what's gonna
talk.
happen when you do a. You know what's gonna happen when you do a Watch Dogs series, right?
Yeah, people are gonna be like, "Oh, let's go mess up his game."
No, I'm gonna do that to you.
Yeah, yeah, probably. I mean, I'm like, Mark, go away. But in
What if I join and
Watch
help
Dogs
you?
is different. You can actually stop him from doing that. And you can go kill him. I will kill you. I will shoot you in the face.
Oh, what if I join your game and help you or something?
No,
Oh, okay. Well, sorry.
I don't think you can help people in Watch Dogs. But anyway, we're on the topic of The Crew. The Crew, like I said, it's gonna be like that. You have massively online multiplayer. Yeah, basically a big online racing game. It looks way better than Need for Speed, my opinion.
It sounds interesting. I'm not even
It's
using
made by
race-
Ubisoft, obviously. Ubisoft is developing
Yeah.
this game. The map of the Crew is the entire United States map. Like you literally can drive country to country, like across the country, not country to country. You have to drive over the ocean to do that. That'd be pretty cool. I want to drive to.
Let's go to Canada! Woo! Like,
Actually, Canada. You could if they included Canada or Mexico, they could have. But it's the United States is your driving playground covering thousands of square miles from city to suburb, country to country, state to state, coast to summit. Like you can drive in the grass, road, wherever. There's no limit to where you drive at. Crush, rival crews. Yeah, since it's called The Crew, you're gonna have like a driving crew, kind of like I have crew in Grand Theft Auto.
mhm.
So there's that. And you can customize your cars. Like there's some of the cars that they have right now is the full stock Ford Shelby GT 500 2013, the performance Camaro RS 1969 Camaro, the I think it's the car from Dirt. It's the Focus RS 2010. So they're including a lot of different stuff from that. The Crew is set to come out in September 30th. And also I forgot to mention the Order 1886 comes out December 30th.
December or September?
December 30th for the Order. The Crew comes out September 30th.
All right, you guys want to move on to the last like 4 or 5?
Yeah, let me say one more thing about the Crew. I'm trying to find the online details about this really quick so I can say what that is so I don't get it wrong.
Yeah, sure.
But yeah, talk about whatever while I find this.
The Battlefront 3.
Yeah, that's all, Travis.
Battlefront 3, the Star Wars game that's never released. How long have fans wanted this?
Oh god, for years, man, for years.
Yeah.
I have Battlefront 2 as well, and I love that game.
And what was it? E3 last year. DICE announced they took it over and did a 13-second video, like teaser trailer. All it is you're on Hoth, the snow planet of the Star Wars series. You get up and you see a AT-AT all-terrain armored transport. Its leg just stomps right down in front of you and then fades to black. It says Star Wars Battlefront. That's the only trailer they've released. So
It doesn't really show much based off the game or what the game can hold.
yeah,
into
it doesn't, and it's a teaser trailer, but it's saying, hey, we're releasing this sometime in the future.
But it doesn't
Now, I've
necessarily
also
say Battlefront 3. They could be Battlefront, like they could be remaking. They could make a new game. It'd be the basis of Battlefield 3, but it could be named Battlefront, like how they did some games, which is stupid.
But it's the next one in the series, so
Yeah,
therefore
yeah.
it's okay.
Yeah, obviously.
Honestly, if they released another Battlefront, they would be golden. Lots of people love Battlefront.
Yeah, that's all they need is the Battlefront.
all they
If you give it the Battlefront title, that's all they need.
I would assume they're
Holy
going to
crap!
release
I
it on the
really
next
hope they
gen.
don't change. I really hope they don't change too much. I hope they just update it with the new graphics. I don't know, add new maps, change up the classes a little bit, make it sound really good. Which Dice has always done really well with their
I
games.
love the created class system in the what was it, Elite Squadron and Renegade Squadron they had on the PSP.
I have no
I have
idea.
no idea. I've never played them. I've played
Those
Battlefront
are,
2. That's it.
yeah, I have all of them except for the original Battlefront.
I have the original somewhere.
I do not.
But it was a really good game. I liked all of the Battlefront series. It was very good. I hope that Dice doesn't botch it and kind of ruin it for the fans, but I really hope it turns out good because I really like that game.
Yeah. I just don't want them to make it like a Battlefield 3 where
Battlefield 3 was still good, hands down.
it was good, yes, but what was it? Something about the destructible buildings being
Not
like
destructible.
no, like yeah, kind of like physics in it though, where you can have one wall and the ceiling is still standing.
Well, yeah, dude, that's
That
just
would
how
make
physics-
sense. That if you have one wall and the ceiling wouldn't be supported by that. That would instantly crumble.
Yeah, but the ceiling would still be standing along with one wall in Battlefield 3.
Yeah, it was
Yeah.
confusing.
So
But if they do release the new Battlefront, it's obviously gonna be on next gen because that's probably what can handle that kind of physics.
oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, and also the crew. I meant finally found what I meant. What I was looking for. It's a massive open world recreation of the United States.
So I can
it's
drive
open-
through the O in the Hollywood sign is what you're saying.
Probably.
Awesome.
That's gonna be. I bet there's a stunt jump or something over there. I bet you.
Stunt jump, what is this, Grand Theft Auto?
Yes.
There's stunt
Hey, at
jumps
least
in
I got all my
there's stunt
stuff.
jumps in Need for Speed too. It's everywhere. Like there's
Hey.
stunt jumps isn't a thing for just for one game.
At least I can do all the stunt jumps.
No, you did all of them and then some.
Yeah.
You have you have -3.
Yeah, whenever I play Grand Theft Auto, I get -3 stunt jumps remaining whenever I complete one.
You should go do all the stunt jumps again and see if you get like -50.
No, see, that's not how it works. It randomly gives me a -3 or a -2 or whatever it decides to give me, I guess.
What?
Yeah.
All right. Whatever.
Love it.
Assassin's Creed Unity.
We already talked about Assassin's Creed Unity.
We did.
We did?
Yeah.
I think we talked about it before.
We did talk about it because remember I said it was in Italy. It was actually in Paris.
That was before.
Yeah, that was before we started the recording.
Oh, okay. Assassin's Creed Unity. Never mind. I swear to God
It's in
I swear to God we
Paris.
talked about it in this, but okay, let's talk about it again either way.
Nah, dude, I started in my own order. I have it all bookmarked in my head. Trust me, man.
That's right. Yeah, I sent you guys the trailer link. That's why I didn't want to. I would have heard it in the video if I had played it.
Exactly.
All right, Assassin's Creed Unity. Go.
I heard that it was gonna be. I don't know what you guys were talking about. I have no idea.
I'm not a big Assassin's Creed fan. So, I don't know too much about it.
Well, I guess it's a new Assassin's Creed game, which is a lot in the last couple years. They release them pretty frequently. I liked Assassin's Creed Black Flag. I hope they continue to innovate like that because that was actually really fun.
Assassin's Creed Black Flag. I liked it over Assassin's Creed 1 and 2. Assassin's Creed 1 is good for kicking off the start of Assassin's Creed. It really made it what its series is. But as they got better at developing the storyline, Assassin's Creed 3 and 4 really was the best in my opinion. I like 3. I've played through 3. 3 is the only one I finished. Black Flag, I am still wanting to do the playthrough on the PS4 since I did like the $10 upgrade for it. So I got it on PS4. I started it on PS3, but since I got it on PS4, I was like, okay, I'm just going to start over. Next gen graphics, awesomeness, let's go.
Yeah, it's a really long game, and I don't think
But
I'll
there's a
ever be able
lot
to
you
finish
can
it.
do. There's a lot
Oh
you
yeah,
can do in
yeah,
it.
yeah. There's so much.
It's
Like
kind
the-
of like, I don't want to compare it to this, but it's like Dark Souls or Skyrim. You have a lot of side quests you can do, and then you have the main storyline.
Well, Dark Souls has like no side quests. But,
Well,
it has,
Dark
like-
Souls is just all over the place. Dark Souls is just, God, God, your anal
Alternate
rape.
paths, but not side quests.
Dark Souls
That's
just
not-
Dark Souls anal rapes you at night.
Kinda, I guess. If that's how you want to see it.
What is Sammy's opinion? Sammy hasn't talked at all. She's just kind of
I don't know.
here.
Assassin's Creed is good, but I don't really think there's like loads of side quests for Assassin's Creed really. Like I know there's like in 4 there's like kept taking over the bases and stuff, and that was pretty cool. Yeah, I don't really know much about Unity. I watched the gameplay, but I can't really remember it.
Unity, they haven't released anything but that one trailer. I don't think they released anything else about Unity so far. But what I meant, but I don't think I should have said side quest. Assassin's Creed is like more like Infamous. Infamous, you have like the Infamous Second Son. You destroy like the DUP bases. You destroy that. That's kind of how Assassin's Creed is. You destroy like the forts and stuff like that.
And those like little things that distract you on the path, like when you
Yes,
see someone, like,
exactly. Infamous
dead on the
Second
side
Son.
of the street, and you're just
Yeah.
like, all right, I'll heal them with my
Yeah.
concrete powers, which again makes no sense. But
And the drones that someone in this call can't shoot to save their life.
hey,
I
can
suck
hit
at
'em.
shooting those DUP drones. Like they're just flying super slow. I'm sitting there going, "Get it!" Firing
You gotta
50
use one
shots
of
at it, and I
them.
can't hit it, but with like the 60th.
I for a while I couldn't hit it, but now I can.
I still can't. I beat the game on expert, and I still can't hit it.
Nice. It's easiest with Neon because it's an instant hit, but whatever.
It's
Anyway,
not.
yeah, it is.
You can one shot it with either one, but Neon's longer range. Smoke
Yeah, no,
is
the
a
travel
lot
time-
shorter range.
And the travel time on Neon is instant.
Even with Neon, I've upgraded my powers to. Spoiler if you've never played the game. Neon has, you can have a slow-mo ability. It slows it down. It slows down
yeah.
your shot. Even with that, I can't hit the dang drone.
All right, well, I guess you're just bad. Like
Yeah, I'm bad at skill shots, even in League of Legends.
salty because you're faulty. That's okay.
But I'm good
though.
with Draven.
I don't know League of Legends, so let's move on to the next topic. Metal Gear
Travis
League of
knows
Solid.
Legends.
Ugh.
League of Legends just ended their Earth mode.
Oh, finally.
Yeah,
hated that
I
game
didn't
mode.
care for the Earth mode.
2v2. 2v2. Hashtag 2v.
2v2.
Hashtag LOL 2v2. Let's bring it back.
Showdown, let's go.
Let's go. I want 2v2 back.
Sammy, you play League of Legends?
No.
I played it a little bit, but not much.
Oh, don't worry. I suck too.
I don't suck.
You're average. I
You won't
suck.
see me go negative in that game whatsoever.
Okay.
Yeah, I go negative about all the time.
I go negative about every game except when I have a good game.
But it's not about KD, it's about objective.
Where's Mark? What's he doing?
I was taking a nap while you guys were talking about League of Legends.
All right, next subject then. If you're that tired,
Metal Gear Solid 5: The Phantom Pain.
I'm gonna let you guys talk about that. I'll be right back. I'm gonna go get a soda.
Wow. Caffeine addict.
he doesn't. I don't think he plays Metal Gear Solid that much.
I don't.
I played the fourth one. I played Rising Revengeance. I played the third one, and my brother played the second one. I watched him, so I have a pretty rich background with Metal Gear Solid. But I've never beaten one because I'm really bad at the game. But it's a good game. I like him.
The only one I've beaten is Metal Gear Solid 4. I have played probably like 30 minutes into Metal Gear Rising. I like Metal Gear Rising. I actually did. I just haven't had the time to play it. I just don't. I thought about just restarting it and doing a playthrough on it, just to have a playthrough
Oh,
of
that's
Metal Gear
fine. It's a
Rising.
good game.
Yeah. I like the aspect of Metal Gear Rising. Metal Gear Solid 5, Ground Zero. That game is the prologue to what Phantom Pain is supposed to be. So it's kind of gearing you up for Metal Gear Solid 5, but it's also it's the prologue. It's telling you what happened before the events of Metal Gear Solid 5, so you kind of know what happened.
Well, I'm saying if Phantom Pain is basically more of Ground Zeroes, it's going to be really good. Because Ground Zeroes, I heard, was really solid mechanical-wise, but it was just really, really short.
It is short. You can beat it in probably like in 30 minutes or so.
I've never played a single Metal Gear.
Yeah, in some opinions, it's like a $30 demo. It really is. It basically is. It just helps you get used to the new mechanics on the next gen. You know, the new stealth system in the touchpad. It just really helps you do that. But it also is a game in its own because it is a prologue. It's not going to be in the next game. It's basically a mini game because when I saw it coming out, I was like, oh my god! They reduced the price of it actually by $10 from when I first saw it.
Yeah, I know.
Because it was supposed to be $39.99. Now it's $29.99 when it was released. I was like, oh my god, okay, that's really good for a game. And I didn't know it was the prologue at the time. I was like, okay, this is the next Metal Gear Solid game. That's really decent. And what I thought was, isn't Metal Gear a PlayStation exclusive?
Yeah.
Because my original PlayStation 3, my fat PlayStation 3, I bought a bundle. It was a PlayStation exclusive bundle. It came with Killzone 2 and Metal Gear Solid 4. Metal Gear Solid 5 Ground Zero came out on Xbox.
What?
It's on Xbox. Yeah, look it up. It's on Xbox.
Is Phantom Pain gonna be on Xbox?
I don't know, because I thought Metal Gear... I don't know why they would switch it to an Xbox this late, because if you've never played the other Metal Gear games, you really don't know what's going to happen. You really don't know anything about Metal Gear Solid 4 if you're an Xbox gamer, because since it wasn't on Xbox.
Yeah, I mean, like, that's just kind of like throwing them in there for, like, no apparent reason. Like, not only that, I don't think people would really care so much on Xbox, probably because they have never played a Metal Gear Solid game, is my assumption anyway.
Yeah, Metal Gear Solid 5 Ground Zeroes on Xbox 360, Xbox One,
Oh my
PS3,
God.
and PS4.
That's butts. I'm not okay with that, honestly.
Yeah, I don't know why they would switch it this late into a game system or a game series like that, since it's the fifth game in it. No, it's not really the fifth. It's actually probably a little bit over 5. But I just don't get why they would put it on Xbox this late. It's weird.
Yeah,
Magic.
I'm wondering what.
I guess
The
that they just
Phantom
want to reach more
Pain-
people with it. Did they want to switch Metal Gear over to, a bigger audience on Xbox? But even PlayStation is overtaking the Xbox in
Magic is why.
in numbers. It is in numbers that it's obvious that PS4 is doing way better. So I don't know why they would release them on Xbox One. I don't know what their reasoning was. I haven't looked at it.
I'm reading an article on GameSpot right now that apparently Kojima wants to put a PC version of Metal Gear Solid 5 Phantom Pain on the market.
Yeah, so they're lately they're slowly, I mean like really really slowly, since they're so late into the series, that they're putting it on to other consoles, which I think that's a bad move. It was a PlayStation exclusive. It was really good on PlayStation. I don't think they should have put it on the other consoles. PC gamers, I know PC gamers would probably love to play that game, but still, it's a PlayStation game. It was always on PlayStation. It should always be on PlayStation. It's not Killzone didn't go make their games for Xbox. They probably won't ever do that because it's always going to be a PlayStation game.
And apparently, I'm reading right now on GameSpot as well that Phantom Pain is going to be on Xbox 360, PlayStation 3, Xbox One, and PlayStation 4.
Obviously, if they release Ground Zero, obviously the Phantom Pain was going to be on those too.
Yeah. And finally, the last topic is for PS4, PlanetSide 2, Octodad, and Drive Club are all coming to the PS4.
PlanetSide 2 is a horrible game.
I'm not a big fan either. Yeah. I'm not gonna badmouth it, but I never was really a big fan of PlanetSide.
See, I've never played the first one either, but
Mhm.
I played the second one. I don't like it.
According to my knowledge, there was no first one. It was just PlanetSide 2, and that was it.
Oh, wow. So, oh, okay.
Obviously, I'm being sarcastic, but that would be pretty funny, wouldn't
Well, I've heard games do it.
it? Really?
Yeah. I can't name any, but I mean, I've heard of no sequel to the first one.
Like Team Fortress 2. There's no Team Fortress 1.
Yeah, there is. You can buy it on Steam for like $15.
No, there's no such thing. Shh. It's not a thing.
Yeah, you gotta buy it for like $15.
No, that's not a thing.
What is it?
Don't look it up.
Team Fortress 1.
Yeah, there's no such thing, right?
And apparently no one plays it anymore either.
Obviously, there's no such thing as a Team Fortress 1. So
I have
it's just-
Team Fortress 2, but I don't ever play it.
Why not?
I just don't.
Yeah, I don't play it either. I have it as well because it was free, and I was like, all right.
It's always been free.
Then Octodad. Octodad was a good game. I'm not gonna lie. I wanted to play it a whole lot, but I never bought it because I just didn't have money.
I've seen it. I've seen playthroughs. It looked funny. It looked fun. I just never played it.
Yeah, neither did I. I kind of wanted to though, if I had money and stuff. And then Drive Club. I don't even know what that's about.
It's like PlayStation's game for Forza. It's like their game, their version of Forza. It's
Oh,
their
okay.
PlayStation exclusive game for PlayStation. But it's, I guess, the first one in their series. I guess. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, there's no Drive Club like
I
2.
don't. I don't even know how much information has been released on that game. It doesn't even have a release date. That game was announced when the PlayStation 4 was announced. So I don't know
What
what
was?
Drive Club.
Hmm.
So it's another racing game. That's all it is.
Yeah, I know what Drive Club is.
Not really being a fan of
That's
racing games, I have no idea. So
I'm not a fan of racing games either, but I remember watching it during E3 because they talked about the carbon fiber. Every single weave was rendered out.
I don't think that's true. I think it's just a texture with
It probably is a texture, but
it's just some texture with some AA probably. Like it's not really a big deal. Honestly, if they really did compute every single weave, like my computer couldn't handle that, and my computer is probably better than the PS4 and the Xbox One. But like,
Well,
they're
you
like,
can
oh,
you can build a computer better than a console. That's obvious. I don't know why. That's all PC gamers can say is that they can build a better console. That's pretty much all they can say.
well, I mean, I'm not saying that. I'm not like,
Obviously, that you could upgrade a computer far more than you can a console as a
oh
PlayStation
yeah,
4.
yeah. All I'm saying is that like, I don't think my computer could handle every single weave.
But
The carbon fiber. That's just adding so much more work for the developer when they could just do like, oh, let's just put a texture over it
you
and
see,
then
with a
give it some.
computer, it has to process more than just the game. On a computer, you have an operating system that processes. Granted, the PlayStation 4 and Xbox One have their own operating system, but their operating
Mhm.
system is built to handle gaming. That is why they have hardly anything to do with lag or uh, delay.
But
The play
believe you me, making like just doing that logistically makes no sense. Like, let's add more work for a texture that'll probably barely ever be appreciated, and make it harder for the console to run the game. That's basically what they're trying to sell you on. Like, that doesn't make any sense when they could just make it a rough texture or whatever. Like, it's a silly
yeah.
thing. My friend was trying to tell me like Infamous Second Son, like when it's raining, all of the raindrops are rendered by the PlayStation 4, and all of the droplets when they hit the ground are rendered with the PlayStation 4. I was like, no, no, they're probably not. Like,
the droplets on the ground, they actually do ripple and everything like that when they hit the ground. That's true.
I
But
was
it might
watching
not
the
be.
whole.
The rain falls at a rate to where if you slowed it down, you'd be able to see it. You can't technically see the texture of the rain when it's falling, in my opinion. It looks like just white drops, white clear drops just falling. That's all it looks like.
Yeah.
And the PlayStation
They're
4,
not
it doesn't
every
render all the raindrops through the entire map. It renders it within a certain area of you, and then when you move, the render radius goes with you. It doesn't render throughout the entire map.
Yeah, yeah. I'm just saying like that's just. It's like adding so much more work for kind of not really much reason, but whatever. The number of people who are going to be like, oh, that's cool and appreciate that for like a split second is probably not worth it.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
like slim to none.
Anyway, those are all the topics. Anything you guys want to talk about before we end?
I don't know, Sam. It looks like she's chillaxing.
Yeah. Getting tired.
Well,
It's
I think
5 o'clock. It's 6 o'clock actually.
5:40.
It's 2 o'clock.
20 to 12. No, 20 to 11 here.
5 hours, Travis. 5 hours ahead.
I know, I guessed right on.
For Marksman, it's 8 hours.
British people
Oh.
problems.
Marksman, where are you at?
Cali.
Oh wow, I forgot about that.
Yeah. There you go.
All right, so I guess that'll do for the first podcast. This is about a little over an hour, so that'll do. I don't have to go 2 hours.
It's about two
This time.
hours.
It's an hour and 18 minutes recording so far.
Oh, well, close.
Yeah, it was pretty fun. I liked
The
it.
next one we'll have Verticoco on. Maybe that'll go longer than 1 hour and 20 minutes next time.
That's it. Assuming enough gaming news comes out within the next like week.
Well, we can
Well,
talk about like our channels and do all that kind of stuff. This is just to kind of kick it off, get the
And
first episode out.
if the audience wants to see anything about like what we want to talk about, have them recommend it.
Yeah, leave comments. What kind of topics you guys want to hear us talk about? Don't just raid the comments with, like stuff that we might have said wrong. I assume a lot of I said might have been wrong about some games, But
I'm never
you know,
wrong, so.
I'm never wrong. What are you talking about? You guys are wrong. You guys are always wrong. I'm never wrong. But
Yeah, welcome to the internet.
don't just like comment like stuff that like we might have missed or might have misinterpreted or something like that. But leave ideas or topics that you guys want to hear from us next time. Do not this is mainly everyone on my channel. Do not leave comments about GTA 5 mods. I will not talk about that. I'm done with that. I'm done with that until I find another reason, because that's all I ever hear on my channel right now, because that is what got kickstarted off my channel, is the GTA 5 mods on PlayStation. And
He's done with that part of his life.
I want my channel to be more about than just that, true, but I don't want to focus specifically on that. I may talk about it in the podcast if more stuff is out about it, but as of right now.
Well, you did a recent video about that recently, didn't you?
I did. It was one. Well, the most recent video was the April Fool's joke, but won't get into that. Everyone's like, "Oh, PlayStation 3 mods on 1.11 of GTA." Aw. I had so much. A lot of people were good sports about that. I really liked that they were. It was a lot of people didn't actually like hate me for it. They knew it was a joke at the end. I mean, I didn't want them to, hate me. I made it obvious that it was a joke. Travis's idea was do something completely stupid. It was me calling up the taxi service, get in a taxi. As soon as you press go to your house, you leave GTA Online, you go back in, and then you have the mods. That's pretty much all it was.
I'm watching that right now.
It's a pretty good idea, whoever came up with the video idea.
I said it was you, Travis. I said it was your idea.
I know. And I'm just being humble about it.
Humble about your own idea, that makes perfect sense.
Oh, all the time.
Crap. 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 That was my bad. Wrong closing of the windows.
Wow, okay.
I meant to close out the GameStop and PlayStation Store. Oh god. You're gonna hear me in the audio just going, "Oh crap."
It's okay, you're awesome anyways.
I am awesome anyways. Because Marksman, guess what? I'm gonna play Trials Fusion before you.
No, I already played it, dude. Multiple
I'm
times.
gonna play the full version before you.
Okay, well, I mean, way to rub it in my face.
Okay, who wants to lead us out here of this podcast?
Sammy will. She hasn't talked much. Now's her time.
It's your time to shine, girl.
Okay. Wait, well, I'm just ending the podcast.
That you're just ending a podcast.
There's the ending right there. Nothing too special about it.
Finished.
Should we plug our channels one last time?
Go ahead. Go one by one.
Alright, Sammy, you go first as usual.
Yay. My channel is Sammy Cake, and I just play games. And yeah, next person.
Travis, you want to go ahead?
Sure.
Everyone should know my
As you guys know me already, I'm Jawbreaker13. I play games, and yeah.
Just like Sammy. All right, next.
I'm Marksman. I play games on the internet. I do one video every other day, if not every day. And I play tons of different things. I love doing it. It's probably one of my favorite things ever. It's really, really fun. YouTube.com/themarksman46.
And yeah.
It's a good time. I like swords.
And yeah.
And yeah, sure.
I'm CS3 Games. I play games. That's it.
And yeah.
And yeah. All their channel links will be in the description and also in the video right now until the end. Thank you guys for watching Fire Punch Podcast. Now
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.